Have you ever noticed how those little aches in your knees or wrists slowly sneak into your days? Maybe you wake up stiff or find yourself hesitating before standing up, wondering if the joint pain will hold you back again. It's easy to think, well, this must be just part of getting older, and quietly accept it as something inevitable. But what if I told you it might not just be age catching up with you? What if the real cause isn't what most people think? Joint pain is often overlooked, dismissed as something normal. But in truth, it's a signal from your body that inflammation is quietly working against you. The good news is that there are simple, natural ways to ease this pain that don't involve complicated treatments or expensive medicines. In this video, I'll share with you 10 powerful anti-inflammatory foods that can help reduce joint pain after 60. These are everyday foods, easy to add to your meals, that many seniors don't know about but could make a big difference. So stay with me. By the end, you'll have practical tips to help your joints feel better and move easier day by day. If you are not subscribed, subscribe and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. If you like the topic of this video, please comment 1. If you don't, please comment 0 to let me know how I can improve and make better videos for you. Now, let's begin. 1. Salmon. Many of us have felt it. That stubborn ache in our knees or wrists that seems to linger longer after a day of activity, or a nagging stiffness that greets us in the morning before the joints fully loosen up. It's so common among folks over 60 that we often accept it as just a normal part of aging, something we have to live with quietly. But how often do we stop to ask if it has to be this way? What if that joint pain isn't just getting old, but something that can be eased with simple changes in what we eat? It's easy to assume that joint pain is inevitable and only manageable with medication or physical therapy. However, recent research tells a different story. Inflammation inside our bodies plays a big role in the discomfort we feel, and some everyday foods can either fuel or fight that inflammation. Among the most powerful natural weapons against joint pain is one food that might already be familiar on your dinner plate: salmon. Salmon is rich in omega-3 fatty acids, healthy fats that have been scientifically proven to reduce inflammation throughout the body. These omega-3s work kind of like a soothing balm for your joints, calming down the swelling and irritation that cause stiffness and pain. Unlike some other fats, omega-3s help block the production of inflammatory molecules, making it easier for your joints to move freely and with less discomfort. You don't have to make drastic changes or buy expensive supplements to benefit. Simply incorporating salmon into your meals 2 to 3 times a week can have a noticeable effect. Whether it's a piece of grilled salmon with a squeeze of lemon, a hearty salmon salad, or even canned wild salmon mixed into a light pasta dish, it's easy to add this anti-inflammatory powerhouse to your diet. And the best part? It's delicious, satisfying, and packed with protein that supports your overall health, including muscle strength around your joints. Let me share a quick story about Margaret, a retired schoolteacher from Oregon. For years, Margaret struggled with painful knees that made her hesitant to join her friends on their regular walks. She believed that was just her age catching up. But after learning about the benefits of omega-3s, she started having baked salmon twice a week. Within a couple of months, Margaret noticed her joint stiffness eased, and walking became less of a chore and more of a joy again. She even started gardening, something she hadn't done in years, and credits the simple change in her diet for giving her back that spark. If you're wondering how to get started, try planning your weekly meals to include salmon or other fatty fish like mackerel or sardines. If fresh fish isn't always convenient, frozen or canned wild salmon are excellent alternatives. Pair it with plenty of fresh veggies and whole grains for a balanced meal that supports joint health and overall well-being. Remember, small changes add up over time. You don't need to overhaul your entire diet overnight. Just a few meals a week with salmon can gently help ease inflammation and reduce joint pain. It's about taking simple, manageable steps that respect your lifestyle and tastes. So if those joint aches have been holding you back, consider inviting salmon to your table more often. Nature has given us these powerful gifts, and it's never too late to benefit from them. Your joints, and your spirit, will thank you for it. Keep moving, keep nourishing yourself, and remember that every small step towards better health is a victory worth celebrating. 2. Walnuts. Have you ever found yourself reaching for a little snack in the afternoon, maybe with a cup of tea or coffee, hoping for something that's both comforting and good for you? For so many older Americans, those little daily choices seem insignificant, but they can quietly shape how we feel, especially when it comes to joint health and inflammation. It's easy to overlook how much power is packed into something as simple as a handful of nuts. Yet, in truth, these small bites can bring big relief. Let me ask you, when your joints ache, do you ever think about what you're snacking on? Most people don't connect their joint pain with their snack choices. We often hear about what not to eat, but rarely do we talk about which snacks could help reduce pain and keep us moving with less discomfort. What if, instead of reaching for a bag of chips or a sugary treat, you could grab something that actively fights inflammation and supports your joints? Walnuts are one of the most remarkable foods nature has given us, especially for those dealing with joint pain. Packed with healthy fats, specifically plant-based omega-3 fatty acids, walnuts help decrease inflammation throughout the body. Omega-3s are known for their heart health benefits, but their impact on joint pain is just as impressive. By regularly eating walnuts, you give your body the tools to combat the chronic inflammation that makes joints stiff, swollen, and sore. Beyond healthy fats, walnuts are loaded with antioxidants, vitamins, and minerals that further support overall health and protect the delicate tissues around your joints. What makes walnuts especially wonderful is how easy they are to add to your daily life. You don't need to cook or prepare anything fancy. Just keep a small bowl of walnuts on your kitchen counter or coffee table, and enjoy a handful as an afternoon snack. They also add a delightful crunch to oatmeal, yogurt, or a crisp apple salad. Unlike many processed snacks, walnuts are naturally satisfying, helping you stay full and energized between meals, without any added sugar or preservatives. Let me tell you about Jack, a retired firefighter from Pennsylvania. Jack loved snacking, but most of his favorite snacks weren't doing him any favors. After years of living with aching fingers and swollen knuckles, his daughter suggested he try walnuts instead of his usual crackers and cheese. At first, Jack was skeptical. Could something so simple make a difference? But after a month of swapping in a handful of walnuts each day, Jack noticed his hands felt less stiff, especially in the morning. He even joked that cracking open a walnut was easier than opening a stubborn jar, and he was able to get back to his favorite hobby, woodworking, without wincing in pain. Adding walnuts to your daily routine is as easy as it is rewarding. Buy them raw or lightly roasted, keep them handy, and reach for them whenever you want a wholesome snack. You can also toss walnuts into your favorite salads, or morning cereal, or even sprinkle them on roasted vegetables for a bit of texture and nutty flavor. Remember, every positive change you make, no matter how small, adds up over time. Walnuts aren't just a snack. They're a delicious, natural way to help ease joint pain and protect your health. So next time you feel that familiar ache or reach for a snack, think about choosing walnuts. It's a simple step toward greater comfort, mobility, and joy in your everyday life. And if you ever doubt that something small can make a real difference, just remember, sometimes the tiniest changes are the ones that help you move more freely, laugh more often, and keep doing what you love, year after year. 3. Green tea. Imagine starting your morning with a gentle ritual. The sun streaming in through the kitchen window, a steaming mug warming your hands, the world still quiet. For many older adults, these small, peaceful moments are the highlights of the day. Yet, few realize that the simple act of sipping green tea could be doing far more than just soothing the soul. For those who struggle with joint pain, this daily tradition might hold a secret power you've been overlooking. Let me ask you something you may not have thought about before. When you feel those familiar twinges of stiffness or aches, do you ever wonder if what you drink could help? Most of us accept that pain and stiffness are a normal part of getting older, and we might not think twice about our beverage choices. But what if one small change, swapping a sugary drink or a second cup of coffee for a mug of green tea, could quietly help fight inflammation and bring your joints a little more comfort each day. Green tea has been treasured for centuries, not just for its calming taste, but for its powerful health benefits. Scientists have discovered that green tea is rich in antioxidants called catechins, which can reduce inflammation throughout the body. One of these, EGCG, epigallocatechin gallate, has been specially studied for its ability to protect joint cartilage and slow down the processes that cause pain and swelling. These antioxidants act almost like invisible shields, protecting your joints from the gradual wear and tear that often comes with age. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know that you are still here with me. Drinking green tea isn't complicated or expensive. It's about adding a simple pleasure to your day that just so happens to nurture your body. Try making a habit of enjoying a cup or two, preferably without sugar, either in the quiet of the morning or as an afternoon pick-me-up. You can brew it hot for chilly days or enjoy it over ice when the weather warms up. Green tea pairs beautifully with a slice of lemon or a sprig of mint, and the gentle, earthy flavor is easy to grow fond of over time. Let me share a story about Linda, a grandmother from Vermont. Linda always loved her morning coffee but found that she needed something gentler in her system as she got older. She started drinking green tea after reading about its anti-inflammatory effects. At first, it was just a new morning routine, but after a few weeks, Linda noticed she wasn't as stiff when she got up from her favorite chair. Her knees felt a bit looser, her hands a little steadier, and she found herself able to join her grandchildren for longer walks without as much discomfort. Green tea had quietly become her daily companion, one that supported both her health and her sense of well-being. If you'd like to give green tea a try, it's as easy as picking up a box of quality tea bags at the grocery store. Brew it for 2 to 3 minutes for a light flavor, or a little longer for more strength. Remember, you don't need to make it fancy. Just make it yours. Add a cup to your breakfast, or make it a mindful moment in your afternoon. Over time, these small habits can add up to noticeable improvements in the way your joints feel. Change doesn't always have to be dramatic to make a difference. Sometimes, it's as simple as a mug of green tea, sipped slowly, enjoyed deeply, and repeated day after day. So, if you're looking for a gentle, natural way to ease joint pain and invite more comfort into your life, why not let green tea become part of your story? Your joints, and your spirit, just might thank you for it. 4. Extra virgin olive oil. Picture yourself in your cozy kitchen, maybe late in the afternoon as sunlight filters through the window. You're preparing a simple meal, perhaps a fresh salad, or a piece of fish for dinner. There's a familiar green glass bottle on the counter, its golden liquid glistening as you drizzle it over your dish. Extra virgin olive oil might seem like a small ingredient, almost an afterthought. But what if this humble oil held a powerful secret for soothing your aching joints? Most of us have grown up with the idea that fats are something to be avoided, or at the very least, eaten sparingly. It's easy to think that any kind of oil is just a way to add flavor or keep food from sticking to the pan. But what if this isn't the whole story? Could one simple change, switching out regular cooking oils for extra virgin olive oil, be a gentle, natural way to ease the pain and stiffness that come with age? Scientists have discovered that extra virgin olive oil is far more than just a tasty kitchen staple. It's rich in antioxidants and special anti-inflammatory compounds called polyphenol, especially one named oleocanthal. Oleocanthal acts in the body much like ibuprofen, helping to reduce inflammation, protect cartilage, and lessen the pain and swelling in your joints. The Mediterranean diet, famous for its focus on olive oil, has long been associated with longer, healthier lives and lower rates of arthritis. Incorporating extra virgin olive oil into your meals couldn't be easier. Instead of reaching for butter, margarine, or vegetable oils, try drizzling olive oil over salads, steamed vegetables, or roasted potatoes. Use it as a finishing touch for soups, or mix it with a splash of balsamic vinegar for a classic, heart-healthy dressing. Even just a tablespoon or two a day can make a meaningful difference. The rich, smooth taste elevates even the simplest dishes, and you'll know that each meal is quietly working to support your joints and overall health. Consider the story of Joe and Carol, a retired couple from California. After both began experiencing aches in their hands and knees, they decided to try the Mediterranean way of eating, with olive oil as a centerpiece. Instead of frying foods in butter, they switched to sautéing with olive oil. Salads became a nightly tradition, always dressed with a generous splash of extra virgin olive oil. Within a couple of months, Joe noticed his hands didn't hurt as much in the morning, and Carol found it easier to garden without the usual stiffness in her knees. Their meals became not just healthier, but more flavorful, and their shared kitchen rituals brought them even closer. Making the switch is simple. Choose high-quality extra virgin olive oil, which you can find in nearly any grocery store. Look for oils in dark glass bottles, which help preserve the oil's beneficial properties. Store it in a cool, dark place and use it within a few months for the freshest taste and the most health benefits. Every drop of olive oil you use is a gentle reminder that caring for your joints doesn't have to be complicated or expensive. It's about small, mindful choices that add up over time. A drizzle here, a splash there, and suddenly, you're nourishing your body with every meal. So the next time you're in the kitchen, reach for that bottle of extra virgin olive oil with intention. Not just for taste, but for the comfort of your joints and the promise of many more active, joyful days ahead. Remember, sometimes the smallest changes make the biggest difference. One meal, one step, and one story at a time. 5. Leafy greens, spinach, kale. If you think back to childhood dinners or family gatherings, you might remember the familiar voice of a parent or grandparent urging, "Eat your greens." Maybe, at the time, it felt like just another rule to follow. Yet, now, those words seem to echo with a new kind of wisdom, especially when it comes to the comfort of your joints and the joy of easy movement. It's almost second nature to dismiss stiffness or swelling in our joints as just another sign of getting older. That's life, we tell ourselves, and quietly adapt to a little less freedom with every passing year. But what if that isn't the full story? What if a serving of leafy greens, something as simple as a bowl of spinach or kale, could help soothe those creaky knees or aching hands? While many believe only medication can truly help with joint pain, studies are showing that what we put on our plates has a powerful impact. Leafy greens like spinach and kale are packed with antioxidants and vitamins, particularly vitamin K, which plays a key role in reducing inflammation. These greens are rich in other nutrients: magnesium, calcium, vitamin C, and beta-carotene, that help protect the cells lining your joints and keep inflammation from taking hold. By making leafy greens a regular part of your meals, you're giving your body the tools it needs to fight back against the chronic swelling and discomfort that can make daily activities feel so difficult. Best of all, adding leafy greens to your diet isn't complicated or costly. Fresh spinach can be tossed into a morning omelet, blended into a smoothie, or sautéed lightly as a delicious side dish. Kale can be chopped for a crisp salad, roasted into crunchy chips, or simmered into a hearty soup. Even frozen greens are a convenient and nutritious option. Just add them to stews or casseroles for a boost of color and health. Start with a small handful each day and see how you feel after a few weeks. Let me tell you about Patricia, a grandmother from North Carolina, who used to dread walking down her porch steps each morning because of aching knees. She'd always liked her veggies but rarely made them a daily habit. Inspired by a friend's advice, Patricia began including a generous helping of greens with her lunch and dinner. Spinach in her eggs, kale in her salad, and even collard greens on Sunday evenings. Little by little, she noticed her knees felt less stiff, and she no longer hesitated when her grandkids asked her to play in the yard. For Patricia, leafy greens became more than just a healthy choice. They became her key to staying active and involved in the lives she loved most. The beauty of leafy greens is that they fit into nearly any meal or cuisine, and each bite is a quiet investment in your future mobility and comfort. If you're new to these vegetables, start slow. Add a few leaves to your sandwich, a handful to your soup, or blend some spinach into your favorite fruit smoothie. Explore recipes, Try new flavors, and don't be afraid to experiment. The journey to better joint health can be as delicious as it is rewarding. Remember, every small step matters. When you make leafy greens a regular guest at your table, you're saying yes to a future with more freedom, less pain, and greater joy. So next time you hear "eat your greens," smile and serve yourself an extra helping. Your joints, your heart, and your family memories will all be richer for it. 6. Turmeric. For many of us, the bright golden color of turmeric might bring to mind exotic dishes, faraway travels, or perhaps the warm glow of a comforting curry. But beyond its vibrant hue and rich flavor, turmeric holds a remarkable secret, one that has quietly helped countless people ease joint pain and reduce inflammation for centuries. It's easy to overlook this ancient spice as just a cooking ingredient, yet it might be one of the most powerful natural remedies you haven't tried yet. When joint stiffness or aches start creeping into your daily life, it's natural to think that pain is just a sign of getting older. We often resign ourselves to the idea that little niggles and discomforts are inevitable. But what if inflammation, the silent troublemaker inside your joints, is something you can fight back against? And what if turmeric, a humble root turned bright powder, could be a gentle ally in that battle? Turmeric contains a special compound called curcumin, which science has shown to have potent anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties. Think of curcumin as a natural soothing balm for your joints, working to calm the irritation that leads to pain and swelling. Unlike many medications, turmeric supports your body without harsh side effects, making it especially appealing for seniors who want to avoid overusing painkillers. Incorporating turmeric into your daily routine is easier than you might think. You can stir it into soups, sprinkle it on roasted vegetables, or blend it into smoothies. One popular and comforting way is to enjoy warm turmeric golden milk. Simply mix turmeric with warm milk, dairy or plant-based, a pinch of black pepper to boost absorption, and a touch of honey for sweetness. Just a cup of this soothing drink can be a peaceful ritual before bedtime, helping both your joints and your spirit relax. Let me tell you about Helen, a retired nurse from Arizona. For years, Helen struggled with stiff knees that made walking painful and tiring. She was hesitant to take more medications, so she started exploring natural options. After learning about turmeric's benefits, she began adding it to her meals and drinking golden milk every evening. Over time, Helen noticed a steady improvement, not just less pain, but more energy and a brighter mood. She felt hopeful again, able to join her friends for hikes and even dance at family gatherings. If you decide to try turmeric, remember the little trick that makes all the difference: black pepper. It helps your body absorb curcumin better, so pairing these two together amplifies the effect. You don't need much, just a pinch in your recipes or drinks is enough. Small changes like this, simple, natural, and manageable, can make a real difference in how your joints feel. You don't have to overhaul your diet overnight. Just adding turmeric regularly can gently ease inflammation and help you regain more freedom in your movements. So next time you're cooking or relaxing with a warm drink, think of turmeric as more than just a spice. It's a golden opportunity to nourish your joints and take a small but meaningful step toward a more comfortable, active life. Remember, every little habit counts, and sometimes nature's oldest gifts bring the freshest hope. 7. Blueberries. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 2 below to let me know that you are still here with me. Have you ever reached for a handful of fresh blueberries, maybe to sprinkle over your morning cereal or mix into a bowl of creamy yogurt? For many of us, blueberries are a simple, sweet treat, something to brighten our breakfast or snack time. But did you know these little blue gems carry powerful benefits that can help ease joint pain and fight inflammation? It's a natural gift that's easy to enjoy and easy to add to your daily routine. It's common for aches and stiffness in our joints to become just part of the aging process, and we tend to accept them without question. But what if some of the discomfort you're feeling is linked to chronic inflammation inside your body? And what if adding a handful of blueberries each day could help calm that inflammation, giving your joints a break and helping you feel more comfortable and mobile? Blueberries are packed with antioxidants, especially compounds called flavonoids, which help protect your cells from damage and reduce inflammation. These antioxidants work like tiny defenders, fighting the oxidative stress that contributes to joint pain and stiffness. Studies have shown that regularly eating blueberries can help lower markers of inflammation in the body, making them a delicious way to support joint health naturally. Incorporating blueberries into your meals is both easy and enjoyable. You can eat them fresh by the handful, toss them into smoothies, or add them to oatmeal, pancakes, or salads. If fresh berries aren't always available, frozen blueberries are a great alternative. They keep their nutrients and flavor and can be enjoyed year-round. Blueberries also pair wonderfully with nuts, yogurt, and whole grains, making it easy to sneak in extra nutrition with meals you already love. Let me share a story about George, a retired school principal from Michigan. George loved gardening and long walks, but joint pain in his knees was making those activities harder. One day, his granddaughter introduced him to blueberry smoothies, packed with fresh and frozen berries. At first, George was skeptical, but he started blending a smoothie each morning. Within weeks, he noticed his joints felt less stiff, and his energy improved. That small daily habit helped George return to his favorite pastimes with renewed joy and less discomfort. If you want to give blueberries a try, there's no need to make big changes. Just add a handful to your breakfast or enjoy them as a refreshing snack. Their natural sweetness means you probably won't need any added sugar, and their vibrant color will make your meals feel more inviting. Remember, healing doesn't have to be complicated. Sometimes, it's the simple pleasures, the easy habits, that make the biggest difference. Blueberries offer a tasty, natural way to help reduce inflammation and protect your joints, so you can keep moving, keep enjoying life, and keep sharing those special moments with the people you love. So next time you see those little blueberries at the market, think of them as more than just fruit. They're a delicious step toward healthier joints and a more comfortable, active life. And with every handful, you're choosing to care for yourself gently, naturally, and with a bit of sweetness. 8. Flax seeds. Have you ever sprinkled a handful of tiny seeds over your morning cereal or blended them into your smoothie without giving much thought to what they might do for you? Flax seeds are often overlooked, hidden in plain sight as just another health food trend. But for those of us over 60 dealing with joint pain and inflammation, flax seeds offer a simple, natural way to help ease discomfort and support better movement, without any complicated routines or expensive supplements. It's easy to accept joint stiffness and aches as just a part of getting older. Many people believe that pain is something you have to endure or manage with medication. But what if inflammation inside your body, the root cause of much joint pain, could be gently calmed by adding something as simple as flax seeds to your diet? What if these tiny seeds, packed with powerful nutrients, could make a difference in how your joints feel day to day? Flax seeds are an excellent source of plant-based omega-3 fatty acids, called alpha-linolenic acid, ALA, which have anti-inflammatory effects similar to those found in fish oil. These healthy fats help reduce swelling and tenderness in the joints, allowing for easier movement and less discomfort. Besides omega-3s, flax seeds are rich in lignans and fiber, which support overall health and digestion, both important as we age. The best part is how easy flax seeds are to include in your daily routine. Ground flax seeds can be sprinkled over yogurt, mixed into oatmeal, or blended into smoothies without altering the taste much at all. You can even add them to baked goods like muffins or breads for an extra nutritional boost. Just a tablespoon or two a day can provide meaningful benefits for your joint health. Take the story of Evelyn, a retired librarian from Maine. Evelyn loved reading and gardening but found that joint pain in her fingers made it harder to do the things she enjoyed. After learning about flax seeds and their benefits, she started adding ground flax seeds to her breakfast cereal each morning. Within a few months, she noticed less stiffness and could hold her gardening tools more comfortably. That small, simple habit helped Evelyn stay active and connected to her passions. If you're new to flax seeds, it's important to use them ground rather than whole, as whole flax seeds can pass through the digestive system without releasing their nutrients. Grinding them fresh or buying pre-ground flaxseed meal is a convenient way to maximize their benefits. Store flax seeds in the refrigerator to keep them fresh longer. Remember, improving joint health doesn't mean making huge, overwhelming changes. It's the little things, like adding flax seeds to your meals, that build up over time and help you feel better. These tiny seeds pack a big punch in the fight against inflammation and pain. So, next time you're preparing breakfast or a snack, consider reaching for those tiny flax seeds. With every sprinkle, you're giving your joints the gentle care they deserve. It's a small, natural step toward feeling more comfortable, moving more freely, and enjoying life to its fullest. Because sometimes, the simplest habits create the biggest changes. And flax seeds might just be one of the easiest, tastiest ways to start. 9. Ginger. If you've ever sipped on a warm cup of ginger tea or added a pinch of fresh ginger to your cooking, you know that this humble root brings a spicy warmth that's comforting on chilly days. But ginger is much more than just a flavorful ingredient. It's a natural healer that has been used for centuries to soothe aches, calm inflammation, and support overall health. For many older adults struggling with joint pain, ginger offers a gentle, natural way to ease discomfort and regain a bit more freedom in daily movement. Many people assume that joint pain and stiffness are simply part of getting old, something to be managed rather than treated. But what if the nagging inflammation inside your joints, the hidden cause of swelling and pain, could be calmed with something as simple as ginger? What if adding this root to your diet could help reduce that inflammation, making each step or movement easier and less painful? Ginger contains powerful compounds called gingerols and shogales that have strong anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties. These natural chemicals work like tiny firefighters, putting out the flames of inflammation that cause joint discomfort and swelling. Unlike some medications, ginger is gentle on the stomach and offers the side benefit of soothing digestion, which is often a bonus for older adults. Incorporating ginger into your daily routine doesn't have to be complicated. Fresh ginger can be grated and added to stir-fries, soups, or smoothies. Ginger tea is a favorite way to enjoy its benefits. Simply steep slices of fresh ginger in hot water for several minutes, then add a bit of honey or lemon if you like. Drinking a cup of warm ginger tea in the morning or before bedtime can be a soothing ritual that helps both your joints and your spirit. Let me share the story of Ruth, a retired schoolteacher from Wisconsin. Ruth had battled with painful wrists and knees that made her daily walks and gardening more challenging. She wanted to find a natural way to ease her discomfort without relying heavily on painkillers. After a friend recommended ginger tea, Ruth began drinking a cup each evening. Over several weeks, she felt her joints loosen and her pain decrease. Ginger became not just a part of her diet, but a comforting routine she looked forward to every day. If you're interested in trying ginger, start with small amounts and see how your body responds. Fresh is best, but powdered ginger can also be added to recipes or mixed into warm drinks. Just be mindful of any medications you take and check with your doctor if you have concerns, especially if you're on blood thinners. Small changes like adding ginger can gently support your joints and overall well-being. You don't need to make drastic lifestyle shifts overnight. These little habits build up over time and can help you move more comfortably and confidently. So, next time you crave something warm and soothing, think about reaching for fresh ginger or brewing a cup of ginger tea. It's a natural, tasty way to help calm inflammation, ease joint pain, and add a little extra comfort to your day. Sometimes, the simplest remedies from nature make the biggest difference. One sip, one step, and one moment at a time. 10. Beets. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 3 below to let me know that you are still here with me. Maybe you remember the vibrant color of beets from a family holiday table, their deep red slices shining alongside a roast or nestled in a fresh salad. For many older Americans, beets are a familiar taste from childhood or a reminder of family recipes passed down through the years. But what you may not know is that these beautiful root vegetables are much more than just a nostalgic side dish. They're a natural ally in the fight against joint pain and inflammation. It's easy to chalk up sore knees, stiff hands, or swelling to just getting older. Many of us grow used to these aches and pains, accepting them as the price we pay for the rich experiences of life. But what if some of that discomfort comes from inflammation, a quiet, invisible force inside the body? And what if simple foods like beets could help turn things around? Imagine if a vibrant salad or a warm bowl of roasted beets could make you feel more at ease and mobile, one meal at a time. Beets are loaded with antioxidants and anti-inflammatory compounds, especially betalains, which give them their signature color. These natural chemicals help reduce inflammation in the joints, fighting the swelling and stiffness that can make daily activities a challenge. In addition, beets are rich in nitrates, which help improve blood flow and oxygen delivery throughout the body, supporting healthier tissues and even more energy for your favorite activities. Incorporating beets into your meals doesn't have to be difficult or boring. Roasted beets make a delicious, slightly sweet side dish, and their color brightens up any plate. You can grate raw beets into salads for a refreshing crunch, blend them into smoothies for a nutritional boost, or enjoy them pickled as a tangy treat. Even beet juice is a popular way to get the benefits. Just a small glass can deliver powerful anti-inflammatory effects. Consider the story of Robert, a retired mechanic from Ohio. Robert always had strong hands from years of work, but as he grew older, his grip became weak and his fingers stiff. When his daughter brought over a salad made with roasted beets, walnuts, and goat cheese, he was surprised by how much he enjoyed it. She encouraged him to add beets to his weekly meals, and soon he started roasting them himself. After a couple of months, Robert noticed he could hold his coffee mug more easily, and gardening became less of a struggle. Beets became a simple way for him to support his joints and reclaim a little more independence. If you've never prepared beets before, don't worry, they're easier than you might think. Wash them well, trim off the greens, wrap them in foil, and roast them in the oven until tender. Once cooled, the skins slip off easily. Slice them for salads, mash them with potatoes, or simply enjoy with a drizzle of olive oil and a sprinkle of salt and pepper. If you prefer things even simpler, canned or vacuum-packed cooked beets are convenient and still nutritious. Remember, sometimes the most effective ways to care for your joints and ease inflammation come from small, joyful changes in the kitchen. Adding beets to your meals is not only good for your joints, it adds color, flavor, and a touch of nostalgia to your table. So the next time you see those ruby red beets at the market or in your pantry, think of them as more than just a side dish. With every bite, you're nourishing your body, supporting your joints, and creating new moments to savor. After all, caring for yourself can be as beautiful and rewarding as a plate of fresh, colorful beets. One meal, one memory, and one gentle step at a time. As we've seen, caring for your joints doesn't have to be complicated or overwhelming. Sometimes, the simplest changes, like adding salmon, walnuts, green tea, extra virgin olive oil, leafy greens, turmeric, blueberries, flax seeds, ginger, and beets to your diet, can make a powerful difference. These foods aren't just ingredients. They're natural allies that quietly fight inflammation, ease pain, and help you move with greater comfort and freedom. It's important to remember that joint health is a journey, not a quick fix. You don't need to overhaul your entire diet overnight or reach for expensive supplements. Start small. Pick one or two of these foods that you enjoy and incorporate them into your meals regularly. Over time, these little habits build up, supporting your body in a gentle, natural way. Many seniors just like you have discovered that by nourishing their bodies with these anti-inflammatory foods, they've regained mobility, reduced stiffness, and felt more energized to enjoy the activities they love, whether it's walking in the park, gardening, playing with grandchildren, or simply getting through the day with less discomfort. Your body deserves this kind of kindness and care. Eating well is not just about nutrition. It's about honoring yourself and embracing a lifestyle that supports your independence and joy. So, take this opportunity to explore these foods, experiment with new recipes, and listen to how your body responds. Thank you for spending this time with me today. I encourage you to start incorporating these delicious, healing foods into your routine and watch how small changes can lead to big improvements. Here's to your health, your happiness, and many more comfortable, active days ahead. Keep moving forward. You've got this.